Hello, welcome back. Last time I got stuck on a starfish puzzle. A thing that happens a lot. Had to observe something very subtle happening in here to actually get the starfish and be able to get out. So I have a baby seahorse with me. So far, the total of its abilities, other than getting in the way, are getting starfish. I'm hoping it'll become useful at some point. Looming threat. Let's see what this is.
We should take the seahorse back to the fish wagon and transmit a report to headquarters.
Look at all this wildlife.
It's too bad the worms couldn't give us more information.
Well, there's no use asking the seahorse any questions. He's just a baby.
Okay. Oh, hi there, squid thing, or octopus. I do not know how to tell the difference between those two. Don't know what to call you, don't know what to call you. Miscellaneous sea life. Those are urchins, I think. Probably. They don't say anything. Oh boy, there's a starfish here. I'm so excited. Alright, so what am I doing? Exiting the puzzle would be simple if not for the seahorse.
Not again!
Oh, that kills you. I see. You can't go anywhere.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Okay. Please do. Or actually, no.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
That's an octopus. Thank you, Guppy. Alright, so somebody's got to be sitting up there to keep the seahorse safe until there's a passage open for him. What was you pushing? I can't get through there. I can do this. And that can be pushed back into place if I need to. Now, why was I... Okay, I can't fit through there. What am I doing? I kind of wanted you to be there, and then you to push this across your back to get that out of the way, but that's not going to be happening.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
Okay, great. What can I push? How do I do anything? Doesn't seem like I can accomplish a whole lot here. Because that's doing nothing, certainly.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
This is silly.
My fins were getting tired.
That's just gonna drop. It dropped on that, though. Is that... so Flounder could move it up, but that's not helpful.
My turn to hold the octopus.
So this is what I'm doing. Alright, so this is an object I can move around. This accomplishes nothing. I could kill myself.
Not again.
Let's not do that, please. I can't put this anywhere. What is this? So I've accomplished nothing. Let me just restart. Blah, 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 blah. And I can push these things around a little bit, but like... I think I see how to get the starfish. Maybe. Because wouldn't that just involve doing basically this? Because that lets me push this, get that out of the way, and then once the seahorse is out, I can get the starfish with him, right? Because Guppy can't go that close to the edge of the screen without leaving. Alright. So now what? I mean, like, it seems like the whole point is these things need to move and fall so the seahorse can come out through there, and then I can just do whatever I want and get that starfish easily. Because, like, I don't see why this is tricky yet. This octopus is kind of a jerk. Can I hold it up with... No. Can I do anything with that object that's of interest? Well, oh, okay. I do see an action.
My turn to hold the octopus.
So in order to do anything with this object, I need to be Guppy, but that has to happen first. That's why that pipe's there. To get in my way.
My turn to hold the octopus.
How did you three get into this situation in the first place? Okay, so... He hides away when he's being pushed. I think maybe I'm supposed to create a bridge so that this thing, whatever it is, can be pushed across to get there. Doing that involves having something in at least one of these two spots. It doesn't seem like I could build a tower tall enough from here, because like that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even if I had this stacked on top of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that would only get me to here. I don't see anything. Well. No pushables I'm missing or anything. Okay. I will need to think about whether there's something I need to do with needed to do with objects that I used to get the starfish. I just got that thing stuck. Not necessarily, because I could still do something like this if that pipe were out of the way. No. Maybe. Well, this is no good. Because I was thinking I could push this up there, left, let it fall there, and then use it as a lever to push those objects to the right.
Flounder, when we give our report, how much blame are we going to give Jack the Fisher?
I don't know, Guppy. He probably can't be blamed for what happened to this little seahorse.
No, not if he was frozen too. In this case, at least, we'll have to let the Fisher off the hook.
Right, yeah, Jack hasn't done anything other than just, be a fisherman. He's not responsible for this freezing. I mean, right, the whole thing is I can't do that.
I don't think that was the right move.
Because I die. This seems like the most obvious object to use to shove those things around. However, if I did that, that's not good, because then this would be stuck in that position. I'd have no way to move it anywhere, and that would block off the seahorse. So that's not the way to go. So that probably means I need 2 urchins, which means I use too many for this. Okay, so let's ignore the starfish. Just figure out what I can do otherwise first. So you hold those up. Thing is, I still can't get those over here. Can I put some kind of support in here to keep the octopus up? How? How could that ever happen? I see one way it could happen. I see an easy way it could happen, I think. Well, not exactly. Okay, so my thinking is... yeah, I think I do see something. Okay, so...
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
You do that.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
Alright, so if I do this first...
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Starting to see a sequence of events that could be to my benefit. You go... here. I'll hold the octopus for a bit.
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
So this lets you do what exactly? I can get this thing on his back, but there's nowhere I can really put it. I wanted to... I thought I saw the possibility of putting this right here, but now it's too far left. Well, okay, so... Wait a sec. Well, no, there's not enough... There's not enough room to, like, get you out of danger. However, I could lower the octopus, which does nothing good. Right? Yeah, I can't cheat it that way. Of course not. Seahorse is just there to be...
Hey! Hey, that was mean. Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Okay, so putting this here hasn't accomplished anything. Hang on, has it? It might have, actually. It did. Hey, look, I can do this. That's useful. If I can do that, then what does that mean? Alright, so I'm going to ignore these guys and just see what happens in a situation like this. Oops, that's not the right situation. You need to be out of my way. So this situation allows me to push that far. Then you all fall, then you fall, and nothing is accomplished. There's definitely no way to extract this object. There's definitely no way to extract this object, so yeah. The cost of getting that starfish is 2 urchins. The urchins do seem like they're going to be helpful. It seems like I do need 2 urchins over here, and I only have 3 total. Because something has to push this to the right that's not one of my fish. You specifically, because you're the only one who can fit. Because otherwise that would fall in your head. Okay, but I do only need 1 urchin for that, because she can push the other one directly. So urchin push this, drop urchin, drop that directly, and that's clear. So that only takes 1 urchin. But how do I get an urchin over there? Yeah, that goes on for a while. Let's interrupt that one.
Flounder, when we give our report, how much blame are we going to give Jack the Fisher?
I don't know, Guppy. He probably can't be blamed.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
So, what about this idea of building a tower? Let's try that again. Well, building a tower like that's not helpful, right?
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
So if I drop, well, I mean that's not a tower. That's not anything. Well, let's evaluate it like this. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 if that were there, 9 if that were there, then this would be up there, and then I have no objects left to push, so that's pointless. So maybe this needs to go here with a pipe on top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still not helpful. That doesn't bridge there's no object that can bridge that gap completely. But if I have something that's at least 2 wide, okay. So yeah, let's say this object were somehow supported right here. Those 3 spaces were occupied by this. And this was on top of it. I could push an urchin onto this, push it to the right. No, I couldn't because Guppy can't get through there. Unless a flounder could, maybe. Okay, this is starting to look like something. But it's not quite what I need. So that has that thing on it for a reason, I'm sure. Okay, let's try this.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
So obviously I want to do that at some point. If this goes down, then the squiddy looking thing goes on
Here,
top of it.
let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Thanks. My fins were getting tired.
Then Flounder pushes that whole
My
thing
turn
upward.
to hold the octopus.
Does anything useful happen? No, I mean that just puts it on his back. And kills him even.
Flounder,
I've done this
not
before.
again.
That didn't help me the first time either. Huh. So... What? Okay, so what about, instead of that object, if I put this one there? Like, I am not at all seeing any kind of pattern that can help me, so I'm just kind of trying stuff.
I'll hold the octopus.
And
You
hoping
go
that
push something.
through random trial and error, I'll see a useful something to do. Because, like, I do see... Well, no, this still kills him, doesn't it? No, because that pipe is supported there. Well, this is starting to look useful. Aha! Actually, yes. I think this is a viable
Here, let me hold that
non-starfish
for you,
solution.
Guppy.
Because...
Thanks. My fins were getting tired.
Ooh, almost. I needed to do something else first, maybe. Well, see, so I can do that and fill in this hole, but I'm out of urchins if I do that. It feels like those three need to go off the left side here, but that involves pushing the whatever this thing is. Is that a squid? I don't know what that is. I can't identify that creature. See, now, right, the problem with this is I've pushed that too far to the left. I have to push it that far left to catch the urchins. But then I can't move it anymore without this. But I need that to be a platform for this. And I don't think once that's all the way over there that I can get it back and put it in that position. Yeah, because like if this were here and I pushed it to the right... Actually, maybe. Yeah, okay, so suppose if that pipe were already where it is... Okay, so, what about... I'll ignore these for now, they'll just be a last step for later. Gotta understand this stuff first. Okay, well sure, I can do, I can't do that. I can do this. And hey, that does set these up to be used for the starfish, so I mean, like, this is... These are probably the steps. But that's a problem right there. What I had been planning to do a moment ago... Oh. What had I been planning to do a moment ago? None of that's useful. This could almost be... If I could just swap... This is another situation where I have only one fish who can perform any operations at a time. I was in this situation last puzzle. Kind of. I kept wanting to push things horizontally, but I can't. I need two fish for that. Alright, so I haven't even found a non-starfish solution to this. I'm having trouble. So right, if I could place you, if I could teleport you to this position, then this thing would fall, well, I'd use Flounder to push that back up there, and everything would be in a different spot. I'd push this down there, it would be, I mean, here, and then I'd still only have one urchin to push across there. Well, but I just ditched those, I can manage them better. I think. This is all so hard to visualize. So say I were to do this. Ignore that last guy because he'll just get in the way. I've done something like this before, but I'm thinking about it differently this time. Will that make a difference? I'm not sure. Can Flounder still get through there? I think so.
My turn to hold the octopus.
But he just dies right away because that thing falls in him. And there's the only move he can make is that one.
Let me try that again.
Like, this could be safe if... what? Okay, so what about... if I'd move these over... oh, shoot, I can't. Ah! Did I have an opportunity? So I can... at this point, I can do this. Uselessly. That doesn't help anything. That just gets everything stuck. Huh? Is there an object I can use that I'm just not seeing? Like, maybe I'm just taking completely the wrong action. Suppose I could move this up here. That would block the octopus, but I can't move it horizontally with just one fish. I would have to already have both fish available for that. So no, I need to only think of one fish moves. Again, the only way I can see this getting cleared is an urchin gets in there, Guppy pushes, that falls in it, Guppy pushes other one, then Seahorse can get out. Getting an urchin into this little passage is just proving impossible so far. I have not found a way to make that possible. Because it... Alright, so if I reset, because I really did accomplish nothing there. How do I use you? Only thing I found to do with you is to, as a lever for this, or a platform on top of that so that you can sit on. Which sounds great, but then I can't actually move these down to that area. Could you... Okay, what about this?
My turn to hold the octopus.
Maybe. That could do two different things.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Yeah, sure, this is fine. Should have moved the other pipe first, but whatever.
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
That gets out of here.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
This object can only be moved left if I'm carrying it, or to the right if it's... something. Alright, so that does allow me to push this across there. Is that helpful? I don't know. I feel kind of like I did something, but also kind of like I didn't. So once that object is there, just ignoring the urchins once again. No, I can't move it. Can't get it. Well, hang on. So yeah, ignoring the urchins once again. Actually... So with you there... Okay, so it is kind of possible to move you back to the place where I wanted you. So what if I left that little black urchin up there? Okay, I think this might be a viable
Here, I'll take the
non-starfish
octopus for a bit.
solution, maybe.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
Because with all this... No, I still only have one urchin. I need more than one. What?
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Thanks. My fins were getting tired.
I've been this far before. Nothing about putting that object up there let me get any more urchins along with it. But I can change that. I can get more, I think. If I push it a little farther up. Like here. Put one on your back. No, that doesn't work, does it? I don't think so. No, it really doesn't. Because the only way... Ah! This can't really go anywhere. This can't go up here and be a bridge for those to do anything useful. What?
Well, I don't think that...
What about this? This arrangement. Does that at least let me get 2 across? Oh yeah, because I do actually want one to fall down ahead of that, kind of. Although, having it there isn't actually going to allow that to happen. And see, the whole problem with doing this, again, is that I just can't get this object back out of there. Right? I don't think I can. That's stuck down there now. Huh. No. Definitely not that. Definitely not that. Like, I can't have this down here when the pipe is down there, because then Flounder can't push the pipe without dying. It has to be this one on top of this, but then I can't use it for the... What? What am I missing here? Alright, so a large amount of the problem is just getting these anywhere at all. They can either go left or right. If they go right, I can only get one, it seems. I haven't found a pattern where I can retrieve more than one of these to the right. What about... no, that doesn't work. Nope. Right.
Oops.
That's not helpful. I was picturing something where an urchin is here and I use that to push it to the right, but that's not... There's no way that's going to happen, right? Well, maybe. So if you go there... It feels like there's a reason I can do that, but that always seems like a losing move. I just don't see that ever being useful oh, well... No, everything's terrible about this. Well, okay, so this is different from some other things that I've done. Because if I push this guy one more to the left, that means I can put you in there, and there is room for that. That seems intentional. However, I've been in pretty much this exact situation lots of times before, and it leads nowhere good. Okay, so let me try.
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
Try some pipe moving. If that's there, then everything just falls through this whole big gap, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, is there? Nothing I can see.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Everything falls. Once you're down there permanently. You I can get back out, kind of. But actually... Well, yeah, no, I can do this. And then put you back up there. Okay, so yes, if you fall on that floor, you can be retrieved and put back there. So you can technically make a full loop through here, but no, you can't.
Flounder, when we give our report,
How much blame are we going to give Jack the Fisher? Can something useful happen if Flounder
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
were to
Thanks.
lift this
My
up
back
and
was getting
then
tired.
move the pipe with it? I mean, no, certainly not. There's nowhere this can... No? No, no, nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, well, I can put it there. Or even here. And do this move again, but everything's in the wrong place for that. If I just had some other object to shove in here, well, that still actually would not help, because this exists. Like, if there were a platform right here, I still wouldn't be able to push the Urchins off this edge and then to the right. Do they go left or right? Like, I can move them to the... I can. It is possible to...
My turn to hold the octopus.
To get one urchin... Yeah, I've had a setup such that I've gotten
Here,
an
let me
entire
hold
flat
that for you,
surface
Guppy.
here and nothing to push across it. Idea is probably going to be impossible. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Well, clearly there's a reason that I can push that to the left. That's not accidental. Hey! No, he can't fit through there. Flounder cannot even fit through this gap. I was noticing that if this entire channel is open... what am I trying to say? Well, hang on. Let me just explore this a little bit, this geometry. Suppose I were to just ditch this object. Just pretend that doesn't exist. And then put... Do what exactly?
I'll I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
So sure, I do want to do that at some point. You can fit through there, and you can push 2 of those at a time. Which could allow... Yeah. Okay, so with your enhanced pushing abilities... Maybe I'm getting
Here,
somewhere.
Let me hold that for you, Guppy.
I mean, I've done
Thanks.
this, and I had
My
to do
fins are
that
getting
for this
tired.
to happen, and I don't like that. That's not good. But... maybe I can fix that later. Wait, how does this help anything? Sure seems like it doesn't. Because what I wanted to do was to simultaneously push 2 of these up onto this thing's back, but that's not, the geometry just does not allow for that. Yeah, I can't do that. No, the best I can do is just 1. Right? Well... no, I can get 2, technically.
My turn to hold the octopus.
Because I can push this, and then do this. Okay, so I made a huge mess doing this. I have to have this passage clear for him to be able to get through and make that move, but that does let me get 2 of these on the right side of that. I just wish, like, managing this object were more doable. Could it be somehow, like, can I... is there a way I can carry it up with the pipe and just, like... how did you end up down there, anyway? Okay, so I'm gonna have to reset again.
My turn to hold the octopus.
I don't think any other puzzle in this game has stumped me for this long when I'm not even
My turn to hold the
directly
octopus.
going for a starfish. I mean, maybe I'm just taking the harder route here. Actually, I wanted you to move that.
I'll hold the octopus.
Hold
you
the
go
octopus.
push something.
My turn to hold the octopus.
I feel like I must be missing something that I could have been doing that would make this whole process easier if I were ignoring the starfish. Like, it seems like I must have automatically started on the hard route of this puzzle, but I don't see an easy one. In my entire analysis, I saw nothing I could have done to make my life easier. In fact, I still don't see a route to the finish. I'm just kind of trying stuff and
I'll hold the
hoping
octopus. You go push something.
Thought I saw something for a moment. Maybe I do still. So where does this lead? You go there. You all could continue down here. Potentially. And that would be great. Only thing is, though, that Flounder's still gonna die when all that happens. So hang on. From this state, let's just save one of these. That's taking its time. Are you doing it, game? Huh. So if I would... Okay, so now how do I move the pipe? There's not really a lot of room to get this object, like, in here to help me in any way, and even if I could, it would not directly help me, right? Let's see, to
Flounder,
make this survivable.
Flounder!
One way would be if I could somehow have an urchin on his back here, but that's definitely impossible. Right? Is that definitely impossible? That's probably impossible. These could move around, but that doesn't do anything good. Like, like to turn that into not a move that kills me. What do I do? I have no idea what I could possibly do to accomplish anything here. Like, this is just... What? I mean, okay, I moved 2 urchins to the right, off of that platform. Good for me, so what? Like, I still had to move this object to do it. Flounder can't get through this gap. He is the only one who can push the 2 on top of that thing's back. I can't put this back once it's down. Like, once that's down, it's down. I cannot... I'm fairly certain at this point, based on my current observations, maybe there's a flaw in them, but based on what I know now, doing that is necessarily a failure state if I don't already have you up there. That's what it seems like. No. So I'll go through these motions one more time. I need to see what happens when I do all this.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push something.
What do I push? I don't know. I pushed that.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
And once this is in place here, there's extra definitely no... Okay, yeah, so the reason to push this pipe off of there, other than just getting this little object through that spot, is so Flounder can swim up here. Or so it would seem. Ah! Ah! Huh? Well, I'm out of ideas. Okay, here's something.
My turn to hold the octopus.
An action I have never taken is to push this pipe farther left than that. If it's just one more left, then this can actually land in a different spot up there, and maybe that is enough to let me do something useful. So let's just
Here,
evaluate.
let me hold that for you, Guppy.
The idea of dropping this down here. Oh, hey, this could go a lot of different places now. This is a position where that does not kill Flounder if I do this.
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Thanks. My back was getting tired.
Actually, I can do one better than that, can't I? Because if I do this, it ends up there. No, I can't do that. That's as much as I get. Ah, now I see the shape of, well, do I really? Now I might see the shape of the non-starfish solution. So the way that would work would be, I do these again. I push this one more farther left. What's going to happen here?
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Is that all 3 of those go off to the left here, as I've done before. Just shove them in there. This one can go all the way to the right, I'm pretty sure. That creates a structure that I think is going to be useful somehow. So now that I see this pattern, like these actions I'm taking are simpler than... ooh, okay. So, at this point, I need to be careful about what goes where. I think I've messed up with one of the urchins. But where else would I put it? Like 3... I can't fit 3 down there. I could leave... Let's pretend that's not a problem for a moment. So if that were not a problem for a moment, if I just forget about that guy, the rest of this can all fall down there. And I can move these here. Oh wait, no, that's not what I want. Is it? Well, okay, so this exact setup...
Here, I'll take the octopus for a bit.
Actually, this
Thanks.
might be...
My back was getting tired.
A solution? Whoops. Hey, no, not yet. Oh wait, that doesn't need to move. That's fine, you can move it. That can stay. Oops. Yes. But no, the urchins are in the wrong place. Of course, they can't go there. Where do they go? How do those get across? This is not the same shape as it was before. I had these objects in different places. Yeah, no, this is a different shape. This is a less useful one.
Here, let me hold that for you, Guppy.
Those are too far down.
Thanks. My fins were getting tired.
Okay, so I didn't accomplish what I thought I had. Okay, this feels like it's going to be something. So I did basically the same actions here, but I only pushed 2 urchins down. I left that third one to go into this spot right here. So I pack everything in there, then it ends up on the left. This little 4x2 structure is going to be my entire bridge all the way across. And actually, yeah, I can just push that down now, can't I? I think so. Because all that's in place. You move to the right one, you move to the right one, you drop down there, yeah. And then that little urchin can go up here and can actually make it across. Okay. Hey look, I finally, after this much effort, found a non-starfish solution.
I'll hold the octopus. You go push
Man, if
something.
this was this much of a nightmare, how am I ever, in my entire life, going to get that starfish? Okay, there we go. What?
My turn to hold the octopus.
Okay, I moved that, I moved that, I moved that. I have no things left over to do all this. Unless
Here,
I can
let me hold that for you, Guppy.
actually...
Thanks. My fins were getting tired. There
So
you
now
go,
that you
little
can get out of
guy.
there...
Swim free!
Well, she seems to like him. Shoo, octopus, I'm tired of dealing with you. Is there any possibility at all of retrieving... here, your only possible use is going to be to get the starfish. Is there any possibility of salvaging this? Getting 2 of those urchins back, and, actually, I think if I didn't drop that octopus quite so quickly... Well,
Not
no, that's going
again.
to kill... Well, I can do that. See if there's a shuffle I can do here to get you out of there.
Not again.
No, that kills you. You can't get through there. Unless, if I do this, it's useless. Because, like, I'm trying to get her down here to be able to push some of this stuff around. So I guess she's just not going to be available for that. That's fine. Like, yes, I realize I could leave now, but I need to try to get the starfish still. There's nothing I can do to get that starfish. I would still need both fish on the same side, and that can't happen, because Flounder can't fit through here, Guppy can't fit through here. That's just the reality of the situation. Is that necessarily true? I think so. I think it is. Because, yeah, I can't... there's no objects I can, like, take with him to shove that up so Guppy could get out of there, right? I don't see any. This is now all jammed up, so that can't move. I can't
Flounder, when
move
we
it out
give
of
our
here from
report,
here.
how much blame are we going to give Jack?
Am I not actually done here? Because how does Flounder get out? I'm not sure I've solved this puzzle. Your only way out is through here. Well, okay, so Guppy can move now. And do what exactly? None of these are moving. I can't push the pipe until those are out of the... No, I need Guppy on this side. This puzzle's not done. Seriously? I think I know what to do.
Flounder.
I dismantled that tower too quickly. Bring this over here. Lift with the urchin. And then that's one higher so it can be swept out of the way slightly. Just enough to move the pipe.
Flounder, when we give our report, how much blame are we going to give?
You've said that so many times already. Okay, there we go. He can get through. Everybody can get out. I don't have the starfish, but how the heck? Ever? What? That was a huge amount of work just to get through the puzzle normally. Wow!
Great.
Now, we can go back to the fish wagon and transmit our report.
Okay. That's completely nuts. Alright, well, I have a whole new zone. Ross Ice Shelf. Oh, these have names. Tropical Islands, Coral Reef, Sunken City, Junkyard. Oh, I guess I knew that. Okay, so... we don't encounter ice until later in the story. I guess this is the point where that happens. Alright, so, wow. Got a crazy starfish puzzle here. I guess I still have these to do someday. That seemed very nearly impossible just to solve normally, so, like, I don't know when or how we'll ever get that. So next time I'll probably go here. That's my thinking. I want to see what all these elements getting together is going to do. Because, yeah, my prediction was Virgil, seaweed, seahorse. Okay, see you next time for that. Hopefully it goes a little better.